do you think is the main issue that plagues veterans in transition?
Well,
What
there's
do you think
so
is going on?
well, dude, if I pulled it up, there's 6 different things that we lose when we get out. Camaraderie, knowing each other, right? And the people we've known, and that connection. It's easier to stay connected now than it was before. When we got out, we didn't have I didn't have Facebook like people have now, and other places to stay connected. Because a good friend of mine who's helping me on my other thing that I'm doing, helping the Brave, the benefits company, he knows every single one of his infantry people. They're still connected. There's 80 of them, 88 of them, and they still talk all the time,
That's
which
great.
we didn't have that. I didn't have that when I was in, and when I got out. I ran away from the military when I got out. And also, when I got in down to San Diego, they had signs on their lawn that says, keep your sailor and dog off my lawn." Yeah, I totally forgot about that till I interviewed a guy, and he was telling me. I was like, "Oh, I totally forgot about that."
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's just that's just how we were so big, especially in San Diego. We took over so much, people
Mhm.
just now it's not as much. We're there, but we're not as big and we don't need to be as big. We have so many different things we can do now. But how to find a job. Our job skills don't transfer. They
No.
do, but they don't transfer to where you can explain to an employer what you've just done, right? An engineer, even though it's the same engineer, does not transfer unless you go to one of those large companies that are a military contractor who are used to those people. Well, they don't want to go to those places. They want to go somewhere else. And like I said, I have all the different 6 categories. What happened is one of the guys that's part of the Firewalk, he went to UOP, that's the University of Pacific up here in Stockton. And he went out and he did this whole thing on vets, and he did a whole and found out all this information that we were losing. He interviewed all these different vets and what we lost. And basically it took him like almost 2 years to do, 18 months. And it came up with the 6 different things. I went to ChatGPT and came up with the 6 different things in less than 5 seconds. And they were the same stuff. So
Yeah.
that's how I knew I was on the right path with what I was doing when I talked to him about what he went and he talked to everybody about. But I've been interviewing people for the last 4 years through this, so I know exactly what we lose.
Do you think some of it's just loss of purpose?
Yes, that's the biggest one, loss of
Yeah.
purpose. Yeah.
Yeah. I just look back at my 6 years in and all the things that you'd done, all the places you travel around the world, 3 deployments. I went all over the place. And there's also the level of responsibility that's given. That's something I think a lot of people overlook. And this is why I think a lot of young people can be given tremendous amounts of responsibility. We just need to trust them. Because you look at the military here, you've got very young people that are given incredible amounts of responsibility. It's almost like in a life and death kind of situation many times. And these would be 20, 21, 22-year-old people making very important decisions, handling equipment that is worth millions upon millions of dollars, making decisions that could cost someone's life, but yet they can handle it and they can do it.